Every year, on June 27th, the people of a small town gather in the main square. The men hang banners, the women set the tables, and the children collect peculiar stones of various sizes in small piles. It's time for the town's big event, the lottery. Everyone has to take part. At noon, the mayor rushes into the square. He quickly places a black box full of tickets on a stool and tells everyone to come closer. As every year, participation in the lottery is by family. Only one family member needs to draw a marked ticket for the whole family to proceed to the next draw. The mayor calls a woman who is missing. She arrives shortly after, running, and reveals she was late because she was washing the dishes. It doesn't matter much. What she draws is not a marked ticket. However, her husband draws the winning ticket, and the entire family moves on the next round with the other winning families. As the tickets are placed back in the black box, a young man asks why they must participate in this event every year. An old man replies, explaining that the lottery is a tradition, historic to the area and foolishly abandoned by many other towns. It is not just a recurrence. The lottery is a source of pride for the town and is closely tied to its identity. In the next round, the member of the winning families draw from the black box. This time, only one winning ticket. The dishwashing woman complains that her eldest daughter isn't counted as part of the household, but it's no use. The daughter is married and now belongs to her husband's family. In the end, everyone draws a ticket, even the dishwashing woman's young son. At first, it seems like no one drew the marked one this time. But then, the husband forces open his wife's hand. She is holding it, the marked ticket. Suddenly, she starts crying, begging, shaking her head, trying to get away. But the other townspeople push her up against a wall. One by one, they each grab a rock from the piles the children made in the morning. Even her little boy is given one. Together, the whole town walks towards her. She is still crying, still pleading with them not to do it. But it's no use. She is the winner, and the traditions have to be followed. They stone her to death. Her family stone her to death. The lottery is over. The celebration may begin. The author of this short story, first published in 1948 in The New Yorker, is Shirley Jackson, a successful American writer and journalist. She led a peculiar, troubled life, marked by depression and substance abuse. From childhood, her mother harshly criticized her appearance, calling her a failed abortion and urging her to lose weight. Her relationship with her peers wasn't much better, and once she became an adult, criticism shifted to her life and career choices. Becoming a writer and marrying a Jewish intellectual weren't acceptable back then, and her family never forgave her for it. Her marriage wasn't happy either. Her husband was unfaithful and treated her poorly at home. Still, Shirley raised 4 kids and managed to write incredible books like The Haunting of Hill House in 1959. She died at 48 from heart failure, right when her depression was finally starting to improve. I believe Shirley's story is exemplary, not only as a testament to how a woman of letters was treated in the last century, but also as a symbol of collective violence, especially that of the public opinion. After the publication of The Lottery, The New Yorker received a flood of protest letters and a subscription cancellation. Many voices rose against Jackson, denouncing her alleged cynicism. The countryside isn't like she describes it. Small towns aren't violent. Jackson's dark view of the world doesn't match reality. In short, The Lottery was reduced to a sterile criticism of rural life by a city woman, and seen as a product of her personal issues. This came not only from readers, but also from many literary critics. Basically, a lot of people refused to separate Shirley the person from Shirley the writer. Like with Leopardi in Italy, they assumed if your life is miserable, your view of the world must be too. Right? Wrong. These people were dead wrong. Jackson always strongly rejected this distorted, reductive view of her work. The Holocaust, the atomic bomb, and McCarthyism were some of the historical events that fueled her reflection on society. And Shirley's personal life had little to do with the genesis of her writings. Ironically, the way people reacted to The Lottery proved her point. Readers threatened her, insulted her, and cancelled subscriptions. They attacked her for showing a side of society they didn't want to admit existed. Instead of thinking about the message, they lashed out and tried to discredit her personally. One could say that Shirley Jackson was stoned by society, by critics, and by her own family, just as the mother in The Lottery was stoned by her fellow townspeople and her own child. Society can be violent and cruel. It reacts in groups when it feels attacked. Whether it's defending tradition or starting an online pile-on, it's all about silencing people who challenge the status quo. Do I fully agree with Jackson's worldview? Not totally. I do think personal experience influences how we see the world, but this short story opened my eyes to how little has changed in social dynamics since 1948. The society described in The Lottery is not that different from the social media world we live in today. Every day there's a new fight to prove whose view is right. The whole world is like a small village now, and so is the internet. That's why we need to remember people like Shirley Jackson. People who had the guts to say what others were too scared to admit. We read to learn, to remember, to open our eyes. So, when you are at a bookstore, pick up a copy of The Lottery and really think about it. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below with your thoughts about it. It really helps the channel, really. And till the next time, take care.